You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Sunday Mountain Twitter, the gaming drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tian Wei. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. As she spoke, Sally took me into the room. I entered the room carefully to avoid stepping on the threshold beneath. Upon entering the room, the smell of old wood and dust in the air was noticeable. Even though they said the furnitures inside hadn't been used for a while, these still looked somewhat new and in mint condition. While it is nothing sumptuous, but the condition and utility of the bed, bookshelf, and chair within my standards, even though they looked aged and used, they still looked fine, and detailed after a brief cleanup and polishing. A desire to look and touch these furnitures began swelling up within and write their sensation with a diary for reference. On top of that, the room itself was very large. When I first heard that it's a storage room, I kinda expected a rather crowded room. Looking at this room now, it is, well, beyond my expectation. Giving me such a large living space. I thought it would be small and dirty. Never would I have thought they'd put so much effort into cleaning it for me. We left the window open to let fresh air in, but it seems like the smell hasn't quite dissipated yet. No serious issue here. The smell here isn't that heavy. I can tolerate it. That won't do. It seems like it needs some more time for ventilation. So, about this room. Overall, it's not that unclean. The smell will go away soon, and these furnitures were covered in cloth, so they shouldn't gather too much dust either. Just need to move the useless stuffs out of the way and wipe the floor clean. No wonder why you guys cleaned up so quickly. From today onward, this is your room. Also, please don't think of yourself as an outsider during your stay here. If there's anything you found out that isn't well prepared, do let us know. Treat this place as your home and set down your luggage over there. Give me a room like this. I'm really grateful and can't even thank you guys enough. How can I even say that the service here isn't good? I tossed my pack onto a table. A waft of fragrance began passing by my nose. It smells like incense, one that isn't choking or makes me uncomfortable. Sorry, I just lit a bundle of sandalwood incense to make the smell in the room better. If you aren't used to the smell, I can extinguish it. So it's actually incense. There's no problem. I found the smell to be quite pleasant. I'm getting used to it already. As long as you are okay with it. Next, Sally picked up a small, exquisite-looking basket and came over with it. It seems to be filled with gifts. Right. Here are some things we prepared for you, and allow me to explain. You guys prepared this much, too. I'm sorry that you guys had to put so much effort for me. You are being far too courteous. These are just daily necessities, but why would it be a burden to us? Oh, okay. Second, y'all. It is water time. First, this is the room key. Remember to put the side with the notch upward when unlocking and rotate one cycle in the counterclockwise direction to open the door. Got it. And this pen and booklet here is what Bayou asked me to give you. The pen was a gift from a customer before, but since we are used to writing with brushes, this pen has never been used, and this here is the ink for the pen. You even prepared these for me, thanks. Speaking of text, do you have any plans on learning how to use a writing brush? There's an opportunity in the future, but I've heard writing brush and calligraphy is quite hard to learn. That won't be a problem. If you're interested, everyone here in Tian Wei will be happy to teach you, no matter who you ask. Anyone can? Even Chen Hu? An image of Chen Hu holding a writing brush and attempting to do calligraphy appeared in my head. Somehow that image doesn't match my impression of him at all. And here is the dinner that Chen Hu asked me to give you. It's quite late today, so there wasn't enough time to properly prepare some dinner. Here are some steamed buns. Please bear with these for your dinner. Sorry. She passed a plate from the basket over to me, and on top of it are 2 hot and steaming yellow buns. No problem. 2 buns like these is definitely enough to fill me up. But I thought steamed buns are supposed to be white. And these are our specially made sweet corn buns. They're sweeter than normal white flour buns. Please have a taste for yourself. Really, sweet corn buns, it's kind of the thing that Chen Hu would give me. And here's the chi restoration pills made by Kerlno. They help to maintain and adjust your inner blood flow and blood oxygen and body oxygen level, allowing you to better adjust the environments here. And make sure to take 5 pills of boiled water after you finish dinner. Sally then handed the gourd to me. Upon it, the words Kerlno's chi restoration pills are neatly carved. Will I be fine eating that guy's medicine? After handing me all the things to me, the little fox plans to depart. Right. These are all the things I need to remind you about. Any other questions here? I looked at the basket full of items, trying to process all the information conveyed. I think I just about remember everything here. No need for you to worry further. Not to mention, I can't really let her waste more of her time settling me in. About Kerlno and Mosea, they might have left some poor impressions on you today, and for that, on their behalf, I apologize to you. As soon as she finished this sentence, Sally bowed to me. No, none at all. I understand them well, and there's no need for apologies and such. Even though Kerlno loves cracking jokes at others, I hope you won't be too afraid of him. He is extremely responsible when his profession is involved in the matter, and his skills in G Kingdom's medical field is top-notch and highly praised. That's how great he is? Sally smiled and pointed at the gourd full of the medicines, as if she knows my doubts within. Well, the jokes he makes daily can be ignored. Any medicine he makes doesn't have even 1 ounce of issue. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, without his medicine, my arm's condition would be far worse right now. And for the wound to heal this quickly, it's definitely thanks to his medicine. Thank you, Sally. As for the medicines, please give Kerlno my thanks later. One second now. Watch that. Oh, I won't be doing that. If you need to thank someone, it's best to say your thanks to them yourself. If you feel like exploring the parlor, why not have a stroll after your dinner? The place isn't that big, and if you have any issues, you can ask me anything, me or anyone else. While saying that, Sally quickly patted her skirt. Under the last glaze from the sunset, dust can be seen drifting around in the air. Oh, I almost forgot. The hand-washing basin is over there, and the kettle is just right next to it. If you have any need for hot water, you can fetch some from the kitchen. After high o'clock, 9 to 11 p.m., there won't be any more newly boiled water. If you feel like you might need more, please prepare an extra kettle or two before then. High o'clock. Let me think. It's the equivalent of our clock system by... Oh, right. It's around 9 or 10 p.m. Now I must go and get old Master his medicine. See you later, Tex. Alright. Sally left after placing the gifts down while I began unpacking my luggage. I grabbed everything out of my book bag and laid them on the table. I then categorized each of them by their types, and started placing them into the drawers or on the other side of the desks. I didn't bring much for this journey, and soon I was able to clean up quickly. I sighed, sitting on the wooden chair, and looking at the dropping sun in the distance. A soft breeze blows in within the cracks shown by the orange sunlight. A sense of loneliness and melancholy brewed in my empty heart. For days onwards, this is my new room. I don't know how long I'll be here in the future, but what's important for me now is to retrieve that book. Dad, Mom, even Cloud, my brother, sacrificed everything to protect it, and compared to what they gave, sacrificing some time and money is nothing. I looked at the steamed buns in the basket, still steamy and piping hot. My brows furrowed and I smiled, looking at the buns. If I didn't eat and wasted these, Chen-Hu would surely get really angry at me. Whew, well, better finish my dinner first, then I'll go out for a stroll around the yard. I walked next to the washing basin and tried to wash my hands, only for the chilling temperature of the water to give me a shiver. Ugh, too cold! After washing my hands, I sat in front of the desk and began chewing on the buns, while reflecting on everything that happened. This bun is a little too sweet. While being sweet, the taste isn't one that's greasy or overwhelming. Under the drive of hunger, I began taking bite after bite out of the bun while reflecting on everything that just happened. A stack of files on the table when I was in the parlor. Seems like everyone here is quite busy usually. If I can, from here onwards, I should try to help them do something, like some simple cleanup or what, and maybe can I do something else on the wall, something else as well? But what can I do? Help them with the writing reports? Huh. Why is it that every time when I want to do something, I find myself lacking the ability to do anything at all? Sometimes it just feels so useless. Except for writing. And for nothing at all. Heck, I'm gonna be a burden during battle as well. The buns in my mouth starts getting bitterer as I chewed on it. Looking back all these years, I feel like I'm always relying on other people. What a terrible feeling. What am I even doing? I finished the bun in my hand and poured a hot cup of water from the kettle. I looked at the reflection of myself within the cup, wavering, flickering, uncertain. Damn it, have some self-efficacy. Stop condemning yourself already. Look at the bright side. With how unlucky I am already, surely there's no more misfortunes coming my way. God, why would you ever fucking say that, you idiot? The road ahead is simple and everything I need to accomplish is clear. Work here, find that book, clear my debts, and earn enough to return to Morrow. Sounds easy enough. After dinner, I followed Sally's advice for medicine. Upon opening the gourd of medicine from Kerlno, some small black and round pills rolled out from it, and together with the pills is a weird and horrible medicinal smell as well. Ugh, finally understand why that patient was screaming about refusing to eat his medicines. It smells horrendous! While doubting it, I chose to trust Chin Hu and Sally's words, and because I trust them, I am willing to trust the seemingly unreliable doctor. I held my breath and shoved the pills into my mouth, before gulping them down with some water, quickly sinking all of it down in my stomach. But as soon as the pills touched my taste buds, I felt my face turning green. Oh, for God's sake! What are these made of? Why do they taste so disgusting? Ugh! Ugh! I tried to spit and get rid of the bitter taste from my mouth. Ugh! Give up. At least everything necessary is done. Might as well go out and take a stroll around here. I closed the gourd, washed my hand, took my key with me, and left the room. As soon as I walked out, cold winds and flustering waves assaulted me. Feels like it's gonna get dark soon. Whew! This night wind sure makes me feel cold. When I think about it, I'm still not familiar around here. Alright then, where should I go? Oh, let's see what's over there. Let's go back to the parlor. I've been there, but one more time might help me memorize the way there. I followed the route Sally used to guide me to my room and successfully returned to the parlor. Just when I thought the parlor would be empty, I saw a light shining through the windows and a figure who seemed to be handling certain work. Eh? It's already this late and someone's still here. Is it Mosea who stayed behind? The figure had his back facing in my direction while trying to categorize the stacked files on the desk, while mumbling about something. As I approached, as if the person heard my footsteps, his white ears twitched a little, then he put the files down and turned to me. Ah, it's quite late already. Is there anything I can help you with, Tex? By you, why are you here? Are you still dealing with work even when it's this late? Due to our stay in Jizhou, we have accumulated some commission files that require categorization. I decided to help since this may be too much for Mosea to handle alone. Anyway, I'm almost finished here. I'll be taking these files to the record storage hall shortly. Not an easy job, it seems. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!